Hey guys, Ponce here with some information on the new banning system, which will be made available to us mere mortals at some point in the vaguely nearish future. For those of you interested on the article where Riot's talking about this and answers a bunch of questions, there's also comments and stuff like that down here. That'll be made available in the description below, so you can check it out for yourself. But yeah, basically the new banning system where we have 10 bans, so basically one ban per person. For a total of 10. Currently, we're at 6. It's 3 per side. That'll be made available to the professional scene first. They're going to see how it kind of goes there, and then eventually work it into the regular game that we play. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I feel like it's taken them way too long to update the banning system. 6 bans is not worthless, but it's just the same crap every single game, which we'll talk about in a minute in terms of my specific dislikes for that. But the general format, at least they're looking to take for the professional scene, is basically the Dota 2 approach, where there's like a banning phase, a picking phase, and then a secondary banning phase, and they kind of keep going like that. Whether or not that'll happen in terms of solo queue, it remains to be seen, whether all the bans come at the beginning or what, but in any case, so long as there's more bans, that's mainly what I'm happy with. They do address the fact that I think a lot of people feel like, at least I feel this way anyway, where it takes way too long to get into game, where everyone's just kind of dicking around, sitting for picks and bans, and they're looking to speed that up somehow. So hopefully that happens as well, because you can go through the whole pick ban phase, and God forbid someone dodges at the last second, because then you're going to be sitting there for the next 6 years trying to get into another game, and it's kind of annoying. But yeah, in any case, definitely it's long overdue, the number of bans. 10, I think it seems like an okay number. Right now is a weird spot in League of Legends balance, so it's probably not indicative of the overall experience. But right now, probably because it's been so long since we've actually had a patch, and balance has just kind of degraded over the last month or so. I mean, the bans are always just the exact same damn thing. It's you got Camille is banned every single game. Yasuo is banned every single game. Recently, I played one game where Camille wasn't banned, and guess who carried that game pretty hard? And then you have like this secondary pool of stuff that's usually going to be banned, like Lee Sin, Darius, Vayne, Poppy, and there's a few others. But it's basically the same stuff over and over again. And then, like, maybe you might get lucky to see one or two sort of flex bans where people are banning very specific things they don't like to play. But yeah, it's Camille, Yasuo, and then like a few things from that secondary pool. Now, in other periods of League of Legends history, when balance was slightly better, you did tend to see a little bit more in terms of bans. There's always like those things that are always typically banned. Now, again, that's a balance issue, but then it bleeds into the whole ban issue. And I mean, if there's always, I don't think we're ever going to be at a stage of perfect League of Legends balance where it's just like you can ban anything and it's theoretically viable or whatever. No, it's gonna largely revolve around power picks. And since those are always going to eat up a certain number of slots, more or less depending on how good or bad the balance is or how healthy balance is at the game at the time, definitely 10 full bans should just kind of give a lot of leeway in that. So the banning phase is slightly more meaningful and interesting, and you can kind of ban very specific things. And play around with that more interestingly. Because it kind of just feels like if you only have a few bans and they're taken up by the same thing every single time anyway, why bother even having a ban phase? Just like Riot could auto-ban those champions from existence or something. That's functionally what it is most of the time anyway. At least right now with the the whole Camille Yasuo thing. But yeah, like I said, no specific time frame on this. Like I said, this is not on the PBE, just to be clear. This is just sort of me talking about, Riot talking about their systems. But I'm really looking forward to this coming in soon, because, yeah, there are far too few bans right now. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm off to go stream like I usually am, starting up my whole rank thing. I'll probably talk about that in a few days, my my unranked to diamond thing I've been doing. But anyway, see you around. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.